Virgos. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I got a little frog in my throat. For those of you that are brand new, my name is Patty. I'm an empath that is doing your intuitive tarot, and I am also doing astrology and numerology to mix in with that because all the energies are very important and very connected. So it is important to hit those. I say divine intuitive because I do ask the divine for the guidance and the wisdom to send that through. And sometimes he does, but also too, sometimes other energies come through. And I say he because he is an energy. I've had people say, well, he's not a he. It's like, I know that. I call it he. So I call the energy he. And that, because I believe in God. So also too. So anyway, so definitely mix the energies because they're pretty much the same. Astrology, if you look at the planets and everything, they almost coincide with each other. It's really amazing. It's just amazing to watch this. Anyway, so that's how we're doing it. I'm starting out with 3 oracles. First one is Divine's Oracle, the message to you, whether you're going through a problem, struggle, if you're going through just trying to make a decision, you're struggling with something that you're not sure about. Hopefully this message is for you and it resonates with you. The whole reading, it may resonate with you. It may not because it is a general reading. So hopefully this comes together and something hits you. And if you like this, please like, share, subscribe. If you like the energies of the channel, like, share, subscribe. Appreciate it. Alrighty, I sound like a commercial. All right, so let's get going, guys. Oh, wow. The swan sure has been popping up like no tomorrow. Oh, my gosh. Every reading today. Really? I mean, you saw me shuffle these a million times. Okay, so first card out is the Divine. This is very interesting because the only announcement I have is on the 22nd. I don't know when this is going to be released because I'm on vacation. If this is recorded, I'm on vacation. And on the 22nd at 11 a.m., I'm doing a full moon reading. And so if you're watching this before the 22nd at 11 a.m., please subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll know when I'm on. It's going to be a very interesting reading. There's lots of retrogrades going on, lots of energies going on. If you're seeing this afterwards, please go to the full moon reading. It's going to be a very, very good reading because I'm on the plane on the 24th when the full moon hits. So I can't do it that day. Usually I do the full moon readings on when the full moon is on because I think it's really important to hit the energies as close as we can or on the mark if we can. And also, too, if somebody's going through a struggle, because full moons can be hard. Full moons can be really hard. Energies are changing. So there's that. Also, too, just an FYI, on the 22nd, if you're watching this before or on the 22nd, Mercury retrograde's gone. Doesn't mean the energies are gone. Hate to say that. So communication, and everybody's like, what's Mercury retrograde? It has to do with your communication. If you've been fighting a lot, struggling a lot, anxiety a lot, just not getting along, or even if your computers or phones are glitching, that's Mercury retrograde. But the thing is, it takes a couple weeks for that energy to go away. So about the second week of July, things will be able to look a lot more optimistic, put it that way. All right. So anyway, so there's that. The Swan is about transformation and trusting your psychic gifts, the number 3. Swan has shown up twice or 3 times now today. And this is the Divine's card, though. So this is something going on with you that is in a transformation process. You're sort of like the ugly duckling turning into a swan, or something is happening. And I don't know how that works. I don't know how a duck turns into a swan. But anyway, that's where that's at. It's also the number 3 in numerology. And that means that you need to acknowledge that there is some change that is happening in you, around you, and to pay attention to that. Which is very interesting because the current energy is about truth. This is about Saturn and Uranus retrogrades happening up there because there's also a lot of energy between Saturn and Uranus. It means there's control or truth, untruth or truth, and your current energy is truth. So really paying attention to being honest with yourself or honest with the people around you, that maybe somebody's changing for the better or maybe not the better, and maybe you just need to be honest and true about that with somebody, and look at the facts Because again, the third card is the watery fairy. This is again Saturn and Uranus fighting each other, the feelings and emotions. Okay. This is the number 10 also. And the number 10 is about something ending and something beginning. Okay. So with something ending and something beginning, this is a new energy that is coming up. This is pretty much July. This is Mars, or not Mars, excuse me. This is Saturn, Uranus, but we also have Pluto in there, and Jupiter is going into a retrograde. So with Mercury becoming direct and starting to speed up again, this is something that you really want to pay attention to, that you have control of your feelings, that you're not just letting everything control you, and that you're looking at the truth rather than the feelings. Remember, it's control, which would be your feelings and emotions. How many times do you try to make somebody feel guilty or manipulate them something? That's an illusion, to get them what you want, rather than looking at the truth. Or maybe there's somebody trying to manipulate you. That's an illusion, because there's something behind that illusion that they're not talking about or showing about. It's usually a selfish manipulation. So if somebody's coming at you, they're trying to manipulate you. Again, that's an illusion. You better look at the facts and the truth. And that's Saturn and Uranus energy. This is about the number 10. This is about your progress. Number 6, the truth is about progress. Again, number 10, we've got also something ending very, very quick. Okay. Something definitely ending quickly. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely changing. This is something really changing. This is a big transformation for somebody. All right, let me go ahead and get this spread out. All right. I'm listening to some downloads here, sorry. All right. Definitely. Okay, so for somebody's past, is there really, they really don't, what is it? Well, how do I say that? They fly by the seat of their pants. So they're not really, this is the hangman in reverse. So hangman usually is this way, but the hangman is in reverse. So they're not being very insightful. They're actually just going too much with the flow, when that means, like, if you're dating somebody and they say, well, I'm just going with the flow, that means they're not going to be committed. They're really not going to put a lot of effort into it. They're not really looking for marriage or something solid. They're just going to go with the flow. Sort of a lazy feeling kind of a thing. This is about your insightfulness. This is about your future. They're not really, it's like, whatever happens, happens. It's sort of like the hippie days when it's like, it's just all about love. Where's the money going to come from? Pay the rent. The universe will take care of it. And not taking any effort towards their future. This is about, transition. This is about somebody changing their mindset, definitely, to get back on balance. Somebody is really off of balance because they're not looking at the truth of their situation. This is a past energy. This is a past way of thinking. So somebody's definitely really not looking into their future seriously, kind of a thing. I don't know who that is. They're wanting everything, but they're really not taking the initiative. Okay. Wow, I don't like that energy, but okay, thank you. So Divine is sharing that if you're in a relationship or dating somebody new, be mindful and watch the truth of it, because somebody might be out for themselves in saying, okay, well, yeah, and especially if they want to move in with you, it's like, oh, okay, well, I can sleep on the couch. I don't have a job. I don't have anything, but you know what? They've got money. So I'll just ask, they've, again, manipulative of already thinking ahead of something that is already got them figured out. Man, this is another reading. We just had this reading. Wow. So it's sort of like somebody playing games with somebody else. I'm going to get as much as I can from that person, and then I'm just going to move on to the next. So I'll get as much money. I'll hang out at their house. I won't work. I'll play my games. I won't put any effort into the kids if there's kids, anything like that. So the balance is 100% off. Be really, really, really mindful and look at the truth in this, because they're really wanting a lot. This person, I don't know who it is, but they're really wanting a lot with little effort. Okay. And this is a very intense energy. I don't know who this is for, but this is a very intense energy that they will go after whatever they can and not care about somebody else's other feeling, because they need to make sure that they're surviving and they're taken care of. This is a future energy. Be real careful of this energy. I see this in coaching a lot with, and I'm sure it happens both ways. However, it happens more with women, that the men move in and they don't have anything and they're just playing a game because they're grown boys. They're not grown men. So they have a place to live. They use her car. Maybe there's money that they, get money from her. Maybe they go on a vacation. They get everything handed to them that they want. And then, there isn't much to come. Well, how come, I do everything, I'm giving you everything and I'm not getting what I want, kind of stuff. And then they move on. Again, you got to be really careful about this energy. And then they're left you holding a bag. And you're like, well, why did this happen? Why did this happen to me? Because you didn't take the time to know the person before they moved in or they went to the next level. This is also if somebody's dating. I don't know why I'm talking about dating here, but this is about somebody who's actually laid on their black back too soon. Oh my God, that's a huge spider. And I can't get up and get it. These are, I don't know, in Oregon, these are the ugliest black, and they got the pointiest little legs, and they bite. They bite. It's not a brown recluse either, because we have those too. And those can make you very, very sick. Anyway, so this is leaving somebody, and then they're definitely left in their feelings and emotions. Well, why did this happen? Why did he do this to me? Because you didn't take the time to see the red flags. You didn't take the time to date him long enough to see if he's going to be a sucker, literally suck you dry, and then go on. That happened to my mother, unfortunately. I could see it happening, and I finally caught him. I mean, the dude was so bad. I mean, he knew how to charm, but he literally would be talking on the phone and have the thing pressed down, because back in the day, they had the things where you have to pick the phone up and press down. He would be holding the phone down, talking like he's working, talking about construction. And one time he was doing that, and I caught him. He didn't know I was watching. And he had his hand on it, and he was just talking away and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, that's interesting that you can talk. I said, it's interesting you can talk on the phone when it's hung up. He was married to 3 people at one time. I would love to tell you his name, but he's probably not living anymore. And I wouldn't want that for their family. But the thing is that he do all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And so you got to be really, really careful. Really, when you got that gut feeling going on down here, you got that gut feeling down there, you really need to pay attention to it, because somebody is really trying to pull one over on you. Now, this might be happening to you, or you may know somebody that it's going to be happening to, or, hey, wow, this sounds very familiar. Have them get a hold of me, and I'll talk to them about coaching, and if it's actually really happening. This is what I used to do. And actually, in my criminal justice days, I actually I'm very good at people who lie because I used to catch people in scams all the time and lying all the time. And because I'm an empath. You can't lie to an empath, or especially me, because, man, those energies really come through. Anyway, so here's your challenge card for the week. Is that it is the Page of Cups. This is somebody that is young. Your challenge is that you've got to really look at the truth. Curiosity is great, but you got to step back and analyze. You're not stepping back. You're not listening to yourself. You're not listening. You're allowing emotions and feelings to take over. Now, this might be you. It might be somebody that you know. Or maybe this is somebody coming towards you that is trying to do that. So you're going to actually get smart and listen to Satan and Uranus energies and listen to the truth. Because this transition is about to end from not being used. Okay? Literally, that's what it is being used. All right, so let's see what else Divine has to say. For someone else, though, this is an energy that things are, wow, oh, this is beautiful. I like this energy. Somebody is starting to get balance back in their life. Things are turning around for them. This is somebody who has actually wanted things and now has the opportunity. This might take them in a travel. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for that. So this one might take you into a travel, or it might be having you move. Energy for your job, or something to do with your career or make money. It could be even a remote job of some type, you know, kind of a thing. However, there is movement towards this. Okay. The part that is going to be hard for you that this is is that you've got to make sure that you step away from this victim mentality of like, oh, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. In the past, it didn't work out. That's some energy that needs to go away, because this is the Divine saying it's time for a transition. It's time to really, really look inside you and listen to that intuition and that gut feeling. Not your feelings, but your gut, your spirit, your soul. What is this? Do I want to move? Do I want to travel? Do I want... But this is everything you wanted, so why wouldn't it? I love this energy. Okay, this is the Nine of Cups, which is, they call a wish card. I don't call it a wish card. I call it a blessing card. But there is an opportunity for your future in stability in maybe your career, or maybe going to school, something that is going to take you forward, but it may have you move. Maybe it's, you know, it could be in another city, could be down the street, but maybe have you move into that. Don't hide, because this is also, too, you could be hiding when you move. This is not for that. This is for somebody that is actually going to be moving in a really, really good direction. But look at the facts and the truth, because sometimes your feelings are going to get in the way and try to stop you. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Don't let it stop you. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Not backwards. This is backwards. This is forward. Okay? Definitely. I love that energy. Fear will hold you back. Fear is living in the past. Because fear is not wanting to move forward. Fear is not wanting to transform into truth and who you are. I can't remember if I said this, but I just did a video on who are you, walking the truth of who you are, because that's a huge, huge difference. All right. Are those upside down? Nope. Yeah, because that'll stop all that. That'll stop all the fighting and the bickering. This is the 22nd. The Mercury retrograde begins to go away. You stop all that inner fighting. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it? You know what? You're going to have to make a decision. Get off the fence, make a decision, make that transformation happen, but make sure you're walking in the truth in it, and your truth. Not your family's truth, not your brothers, not your sisters, what they want you to do. People need to stop talking to their friends and pay attention to what the divine is saying, because you know what? I have seen people get talked out of the divine intervention relationship that was meant for them because of what their families thought. So it was supposed to be their divine intervention. They lost that opportunity and they broke off the relationship because, well, I don't think she's that good of a person. I don't think, he's that good of a person. And you know what? I know his brother. I know his sister. I know her sister. I know her brother. And then because based on what they're saying, rather than listening to your heart and your soul and your spirit, they go and they lose that opportunity and somebody else gets it. So be real, real careful. All right. But this is beautiful. Somebody's going to be moving forward to what they're supposed to be doing and what they're wanting. Just don't let fear walk in the way. And don't let your feelings take over. Don't control your feelings. Don't let your feelings and emotions control you. All right. So let's go to love and relationships right now. Woohoo. Love. I can't sing. Even my daughter says, Mom, please. Really, please. I love to sing though. All right. Boy, balance is really trying to come back in somebody's life. I'm looking at these cards. Really trying to come back. Whoever is fighting, the fighting's almost done. It's almost over. It's Mercury retrograde playing with you guys. And you just got to know when to pick your battles and when not to let your feelings and emotions get in the way. Only by facts and truth. All right. So, love and relationships, what we got going here? Sisters of the Seasons, and we've got the number 8, again, about your potential for this, cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. What did I just say? Got to really pay attention to the divine interventions and the divine order of things. So a lot of people do not like to be patient when we have the cycles or the steps that we have to follow. We want to skip steps. We want to do it ourselves, and then we want to manipulate to make things happen. When the natural law or the law of attraction or law of manifestation, that kind of a thing, the divine order of things, we just aren't patient with it. Just let it happen. Let divine allow things to happen in the time that the divine has it to happen for you, not your timing, because it's very different. Because the divine can see supernaturally anything. We can't. So you might think you're ready for a relationship, but there's been tests that maybe you have failed, even recent tests that you've been given and failed, to see if you're ready for who he's got waiting for you. And if you're not ready, he's going to hold that person off because he doesn't want you to, he wants you to be in the right mindset so that when he brings you together, it's going to work. Okay. If it's a job, the same thing. You're wanting a real different job. You're really hating your job. You want a different job. You want to quit. You got to wait for his timing. My daughter's learning this right now. She's waiting for divine's timing because she is ready to go. But she says, I got to wait. It's not the right time. Nope, it's not. It's not. You got to wait. And the thing is that when it's time, because like this happened with her other job, she knew it was time, and it was time, and it was the perfect timing, because then she could see the synchronistic events happen. And that's what's going on in this relationship. You will see the synchronistic events and the progress and the process when it does happen. Be patient. Please be patient. Oh, I'm shuffling them the wrong way. So yeah, definitely, because this is not about human order. This is not about the earth order. This is about divine order. So it is about to happen when it is supposed to happen. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. That is truth. That is the full moon in Pisces. So the full moon in Pisces definitely about truth. Okay, so we did have balance and spiritual practicality and divine intervention, which is transformation. Okay, so you do have some things coming into balance, and things are just not quite there yet. So you really have to be, it could happen tomorrow, it could happen in a week, it could happen in a month, it could happen in, a lot of people say, I don't want to hear no year, but it could happen in a year. Just depends on when you're ready and when this other person is ready. And it will all come together. Now, when it does come together, you guys are going to have a bond like no tomorrow, because this has been a process in the supernatural realm working on for a long time. And when it comes together, it's almost like a beautiful explosion, like big fireworks, because it's balanced. And it wasn't manipulated or manifested by human. It was brought by divine order. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. All right. Do you see the balance and the peace when that happens? Look at the picture. Beautiful picture. It's just balance, peace, harmony, contentment, joy, everything of the supernatural realm. Okay. And that's what balance and spirituality and practicality is. Earth, mind, spirit, body. Just like I teach in Get Balanced 2020. That's where it's at. Beautiful, beautiful divine intervention when this happens. I don't know who this is for, but congratulations. You've been waiting for a long time, and your patience is going to pay off. All right. So this is your reading, guys. I hope you had a really, really good reading. I hope there was something that resonated with you. Again, if you ever feel you need to email me, please do. I talk to people all over the world, share and give, tips and tools if you need it. But also, too, don't forget that this is recorded because I am on vacation. However, please subscribe and hit the bell, because I will be doing some bonus readings from Universal Studios or Disney World. And there's not going to be any notice. I'm just going to pop on. So the only way you will know is to get notified. So please subscribe, hit the bell. And don't forget to like, and share. All right. We will see you on the 5th. Please have a safe, and fun, happy 4th of July if you're in the United States. Be really safe. We will be flying, so maybe we'll see fireworks from the sky. Well, I hope not real fireworks, but you know what I mean. All right. Take care, guys.